What is up, guys? It is me, Ermelina Bodo, and you're watching Ermalcopy, where we transmute darkness to light. Okay, you can even see my nails. Ignore the pinkies, y'all. I was at Rolling Loud, and they got off in the mosh pit. But your girl is here, and we are doing messages from your inner child, you guys. I am so excited for this reading because I know we all go through inner child healing, and oftentimes we forget ourselves when we forget the inner child within us. And when I think of the inner child, I think of the unfiltered version of ourselves before we matured, quote unquote. Basically, growing up is peeling off the layers we put on to put up a facade for the world. So your inner child always knows best, and he or she or them has a message for you, and I'm excited to get into it. These were very emotional for me. I cried during a couple just because they're so beautiful, and I recently healed my relationship with my inner child. I took her by the hand and we started to affirm ourselves, grow in our confidence, believe in our dreams again, because your inner child, once again, always knows best, and you're never too old to achieve your childhood dream. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to look at the cards from the top head view, and then I'll see you at the timestamp below. Hello, pile number one. So we're going to get into a message from your inner child. You chose this beautiful crystal, Ametrine. I actually have this one. Let's read the message together. A combination of amethyst and citrine, Ametrine opens the pathways between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. With a sunny disposition, this stone can alleviate stress during challenging life transitions. With the ability to go beyond the surface, Ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control over your life. Aiding in discernment and clarity, Ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. So energetic, intuitive, and connected are the key words. Libra is the zodiac sign associated with it, which is me. And then you have Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance. Neptune is almost a dreamy planet of illusions, but it's also artistic, but you can get lost in fantasy here. And then Pluto is the house of transformation, deep regeneration and transformation, death and rebirth. So this is a really powerful crystal. As you can see, it's the sacral chakra and the third eye chakra with the two colors here. So definitely through your inner child, or your inner child's asking you to trust in your creative abilities and trust in the psychic messages or gifts that you get. Or it could be that you guys are also intuitives yourself, and it doesn't have to be that you're like creative, like an artist, but your sacral chakra is very important at this phase in life, and I believe it's because it was wounded as an inner child. Your sense of identity, your sense of self, and sense of belonging. That's just what I channeled, but let's get into the oracles. So I'm going to move this oracle over. This is going to be the archetype that your inner child wants you to develop into, but right now we're going to pull the one you're exhibiting now. This is some advice from your inner child in the animal oracle. This is also just a season you could be in right now due to your inner child. And it doesn't have to be wounding, just patterns you've gotten during childhood, okay? And then this is some advice. Observe your conversations. I'll read the back of this after. I love these cards. These are healing cards, so they're like therapy in a sense. So let's see the archetype that your inner child wants you to let go of. Gambler. Willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. Shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Ironically, this goes very, very well with the Ametrine, and I channel when I read. So when I get this, I actually think it's more so, it's definitely this energy with the Ametrine is they want you to let go of feeling like you can't trust yourself. You have a very strong intuition, and you even see here, the person on this card, get out the way. The person on this card is blindfolded, and it looks like they're walking into the ether, but there's the purple, once again, and the stars. It's like the colors are mirroring each other. I really feel like you guys interdimensionally travel when you meditate, or you guys can like space out a bit, and it's not that you're not grounded, it's that you have spiritual abilities is what I'm getting. And your inner child wants you to develop these gifts and to use these gifts to your benefit. They're there for a reason. And at times people could say, oh, you're lucky, this just happens, when in reality, you probably don't feel that lucky, but things just work out, and that's because you're intuitively guided. But imagine what happens when you hone that gift and you own that gift and you're not afraid of that gift. You go in places, okay? So let's see the cycle that you're in right now. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And then let's see the advice from your inner child, the animal. Boar. Bravery. Okay. So already what I'm getting from this pile is that you guys are incredibly hard on yourself. Very much so. With failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I feel like you guys suffer with feeling like you have to be perfect, perfectionism, not letting things go. And it's interesting because when I see failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, and gambler. I honestly feel like you guys probably followed your intuition and, you know, it felt strong, and then you felt like you betrayed yourself or things just didn't go the way that you thought they would. But in reality, you're always led. You're always on the right path. Everything is not for you, but every experience is for you, if you get what I'm saying. I just saw 444. That's confirmation. Let's read failure in the book. Ironically, when I opened it, I opened to success. So it's interesting. I feel like that's where you're going to be going. But success and failure are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so failure. And also, failure is a perspective, I just heard. You're never a failure. You're falling forward. And ironically, the gambler, you know what I'm saying? And walking on the tightrope. Like, your destiny is highly unique. And I feel like you're a pioneer in an aspect. So you may feel lost, but it's because you're forging a new path. Others will follow you. So you're not failing. You are quite literally discovering a new world. And your inner child wants you to own that. And I feel like when you were a child, you honestly, these gifts, these abilities, these dreams you had were more than likely shut down or shunned, or you didn't have the opportunity to express yourself or to explore. But your inner child saying, it's time now, okay? With boar, bravery. I'm going to read that next, and then I'm going to read the back of this, and then we're going to see where you're going, and we're going to clarify with tarot and get some more advice, okay? So let's go to failure, Holy Spirit. What page? Friendship, freedom, forgiveness, fear, failure. You guys can take a picture if you would like, but let's read it. Life on earth is full of experiences. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minutiae. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the word failure can prevent you from trying again. I just heard Aaliyah, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You guys are definitely hard on yourselves. And like, even with observe your conversations, I don't know what this is going to say, but I'm feeling like you guys could have negative self-talk, and you talk yourself out of doing things because you're that afraid of failure that you don't even take the first step sometimes. And your inner child saying, get out of that. You are capable of anything that comes your way. In reality, you are stronger than you think, but you won't know until you go. Let's continue. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul's lessons. Realize that what you view as failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maxim, when one door closes, another opens. It is time for you to stop any negative emotional investment you have in the outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it's meant to be. No matter what, be true to your dream and creative process. Y'all, you see the synchronicity here. Intuition. All of this, I said, it's about your creativity. Gives you the confidence to take the lead. Bravery. Following your discernment. Like, this cycle in your life, your inner child, well, honestly, it's a life lesson. Your inner child is telling you that once you master this illusion that you have no power or no control, and that it's not safe to take the step before you see where you're going, you will never ever have that peace. It's like a backward thing. Ironically, the thing we're most afraid of, but we're drawn to, is what will bring us the peace, but you have to go. The path will reveal itself as you walk it, okay? And the boar could also be an animal totem for you. I'm going to read this from the book. I actually hardly use this deck, but I love it, and I felt like the imagery was really cute for like inner child stuff. So let's see. Your inner child wants you to embrace the boar, honey. Boar. Beautiful. You guys can take a picture. I'm going to read some of it. The keywords: bravery, spirit, strength, power, fertility. All right, so this is just some of the background I'm going to read in the reading. Ancient warriors would often invoke the spirit of the boar before entering battle. They would wear its likeness on their helmets, shields, and swords. So too, we can channel the energy of the boar when we need raw power to meet and overcome obstacles in our lives. If you are feeling insecure or not equal to the challenges you face, I just love how things just flow together. Thank you, God. Remember the boar who charges at great speed and tears with tusks, teeth, and everything that nature has given to her. If the doors of opportunity seem to be closed to you, the boar counsels you to stop knocking politely and try hurling over them yourself. Look, taking no prisoners, okay? Hurling yourself at them. There are times when sweetness and diplomacy will help us accomplish our goals, but pure power may be what is needed in some situations, period. I feel like you guys may talk yourself out of your own blessings. You may be afraid to assert your strength as well because it could have been repelled as a child. You felt like you being you was like too much. Your difference is your destiny. You are you for a lesson. Shine. You're meant to be seen no matter how you try to hide yourself. And the only thing that is a perceived failure is you denying your truth. One of the lessons the boar holds for us is that true power comes from unification rather than division. The boar represents both the male and female energies in folklore, and we would be wise to remember that. It's easy to think of the boar as masculine, fighting spirit, but the female boar is a formidable foe as well as representative of a goddess. Okay, I like that. No matter your gender, you're embodying royal energy, goddess energy, and that's just seeing the divinity in you and the value in you. And when you know your value, you go after what you want and you don't settle for less. Bear the balance of elements in mind if you are reaching for self-mastery and the power it holds. In its negative aspect, the boar can personify the power of desperation. A boar is never more dangerous than when it is cornered. If you are feeling desperate, trapped, or up against the wall in some aspect of your life, consider other options before lashing out. The boar is cunning as well as powerful and can outsmart its pursuers. Are there options you have not yet considered? So it could be you guys are going after a long-term goal, an inner child goal, dream, and you guys feel like you've taken all the paths and you're just reaching a brick wall. I'll use me for an example, like an actress. I'm an actress. I've been signed for years. I've auditioned for so many projects, over 200, okay? I'll get callbacks. I'll almost book something. I see the projects I auditioned for on TV. I could easily give up, but I'm not. Keep going. Reach out to casting directors. Take more classes. Work out. Do something else that you may not think will benefit your goal or the achievement you're seeking, and then you'll see how that affects your vibration, because it seems like you guys could be imbalanced when it comes to your masculine and feminine energies. I'm seeing the Lover's card in my third eye. So now let's observe your conversations. Today's lesson: observe the conversations you engage in today. Are they productive or mean-spirited? Are they filled with gossip or stimulating information? Your goal: recognize the quality of information you feed your mind each day. I just heard you guys are an energetic sponge. And what I say by that is we are all affected by, the vibrations around us, music, conversations, the news, things on TV, whether it's good or bad. But I feel like you guys are more than others. So be mindful of the music that you listen to, especially the people you're around. I feel like you guys may have to isolate yourself a bit and re-examine your friend groups, because I feel like you guys are growing out of pettiness. And I'm not saying you guys are petty, but like, you're different. You're forging a new path. And in order to elevate, you have to separate sometimes. And don't talk yourself out of your own blessing. And please don't beat yourself up, because the trick with the subconscious, the reason why self-talk is so important and powerful, is because your subconscious cannot tell the difference between if you're asking for something great for yourself or demeaning yourself, or if you're talking bad about someone. It all just goes back to you. So always speak in the positive, even if you want to affirm yourself. Instead of saying like, oh my God, I'm so stupid, be like, I desire not intelligence, but I'm just so happy I'm on the path to intelligence. Even if you're thinking like, oh my God, that person is so mean, or I wish bad on them, your subconscious is just gonna think it's you. Your subconscious is just energy. It's the feminine energy. It receives and it manifests in the masculine, your actions, what you do. So if you feel like your life isn't reflecting your desires, it all starts with the intentions you set with your words. All right, so now let's see the archetype that your inner child wants you to embody. We have mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. This was reversed, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. I really got teary-eyed when I read this, especially because it came up reversed. And when I see the sacral chakra, it's your womb chakra. So you guys could have definitely had a strained relationship with a maternal figure, or did not feel nurtured or unconditionally loved, or even felt like you were desired as a child. You could have felt defected by nature, which is why it could be hard for you to see your value and trust yourself. But I truly believe the Holy Spirit gives us our families for a reason, and also our gifts. You were chosen before you were born. I'm looking up and I have the verse, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord." Jeremiah 29:11. And it doesn't matter your religion. I'm speaking about the Holy Spirit here. That whole verse talks about you were formed in your womb with intention. You got these gifts and had these experiences with this mother or maternal figure, or just an energy and experience that had you feel lack. So you can see that everything you need is within. It sounds corny, but really, you are so powerful. And since this is reversed and they want you to embrace this, I really feel like stop feeling guilty for forging your own path and being independent. Heart chakra, you have all the chakras here, but it seems like you're moving away. Like you're getting these intuitive downloads. You know what you should do. You've created ideas and plans. And now it's time to let your heart lead the way is what I'm getting. Okay. Oh my gosh. So now I actually want to clarify mother and gambler and war with some tarot, and then I'm gonna channel a message from the Henry McCloud book, Changes That Heal. Holy Spirit, please show me the tarot card for boar, please. Thank you. King of Coins reversed. Ironically, I was gonna say I'm getting earth and heart chakra energy here. The King of Coins is highly independent. The King of Coins knows his or her value. Look at the heart right there. I love the synchronicity. Yes. This is the Pentacle energy, your wealth, your health, everything in the tangible. You guys could have had issues when it comes to your money or feeling safe. But the King of Coins, he is an entrepreneur, a great, ironically, paternal figure. But you're feeling like you don't have what it takes. The King of Coins reversed is like you're sleeping on a gold mine. It's like someone with genius ideas, but they never implement them. So it's like, you know, you're feeling stuck for a reason. Mother, please. Thank you. King of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh, you guys have both of, ironically, the feminine energies reversed. Both earth and water energy is feminine, but it's the king, so it's the masculine version. They receive. You probably should look into the hibiscus flowers and what they mean. More hearts here. There's so much hearts here. It could also be, honestly, with these two masculine energies reversed, just like the boar says, it's a balance of feminine and masculine. You could have had two absentee parents, or two parents that mirrored each other and not in the best ways, and you were taught to parent yourself early, because the King of Cups reverse could be emotionally manipulative, cold, out of touch, or irrational, emotional. You were probably an emotional punching bag, and your inner child wants you to know you did not deserve all of that, and you have the ability to be the master of these elements. This is your emotional life. Fulfillment, your intuition, happiness, making connections. This is like the most empathetic, nurturing leader, okay? You guys have these qualities within you, but you have to master them to go to the next cycle in your life. So I actually am going to read some keywords from the King and of Pentacles and Cups reversed and upright, so you can see what you should be embodying, okay? So reversed is emotional withdrawal, dishonor, injustice. Like I said, what happened to you was not your fault. Upright, healing, harmony, communication, loyalty, and integrity. Oh, and the name is King Serenity, a natural leader and a healer. You guys are more than likely a healer. Yes, but you have to heal yourself before you heal others. Okay? And also your intuition isn't rational, so it's going to feel weird to follow it. You're literally reprogramming your mind and brain. So give yourself compassion, but make the move. King of Coins, reversed, reoccurring financial problems, being controlled by possessions, corruption. Upright, reliable, prosperous, strong, and stable, and enterprising. Like, be the energy you want to be, if that makes sense. Like, living in the future requires you to be who you want to be in the future. So if you want to be this entrepreneur, this creative genius, think to yourself, what would said person do today? It doesn't even have to be like that deep. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Coins. Slow and steady wins the race. You could be rebuilding your finances. You could have like honestly lost a job or just like filed bankruptcy, had a bad breakup. There's so many things that could have happened, but your inner child wants you to know this happened. The breakdown happened to rebuild you up and that you're so capable. You are so capable, okay? Oh, I love this. So I actually want to pull a message from the fairies to see like a little clue as to where you're going, because it seems like you're like forging a new path. And I keep saying that, but even my third eye, it's open, but then it's like spirit's like kind of blocking it because they want you to like follow your intuition, if that makes sense. Summer, look, that's all you're gonna get. Summer, bottom of the deck, whom do you need to forgive? Summer, everything you're asking becomes yours in the summertime. I like that. And look at this little fairy, she's so cute. But look at whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger and resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. It's okay, I just heard. It's okay. And forgiveness frees you. What's under this, spirit? And ask for what you want. See? Look at this as reverse. Ask for what you want. You're afraid to authentically ask for what you want because you don't think you're worthy. Ironically, once you free yourself, it shows that you value yourself. You're worthy of being free and you're worthy of living your dream life. Your inner child wants to be free and they want you to forgive yourself. And I just heard Archangel Raphael, so you could work with him. He works with your heart chakra, or Christ or Buddha, whoever you work with. But the angels are for everybody. I believe in the divinity in all. So Reiki, yoga, anything to open up your heart chakra. And get excited, I also heard, when it comes, everything you're asking for is coming true in the summer. I don't know what that is. You know what that is. So get ready. It's spring right now, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, get prepared for the summertime. Like, know your blessings are coming. And when you know, you move different. Okay? So now, Holy Spirit, your last message will be channeled from this book. And then we have the affirmation card from Louise Hay. I got y'all. I'm sorry. She's amazing at inner child healing. So look at when we fail to bond. I'm just going to read like a couple paragraphs. Early developmental injuries take time to heal. Oh my gosh, I guess I'm getting teary-eyed. And it takes time to grow. We are talking about the most vulnerable aspect of our hearts. It takes time for that to be strengthened. What was I saying? Give yourself grace. Paul understood this when he said, and we urge you, brothers, warn those who die. I mean, why did I say die? Warn those who are idle. I guess like die to self. That's the advice. Encourage the timid, help the weak, be patient with everyone. Injury to the heart is like any other personal injury. First, the person will feel pain and go into shock. If the person has support, his or her heart will thaw out and the pain will return. There is truth to the old adage, it has to become worse before it becomes better. As the pained heart comes back into relationship, it is strengthened and grows. But this process is like exercising a very sore limb or muscle. People with sore muscles or sore hearts must learn to be patient while rehabilitating. I literally just saw you holding your inner child's hand. Like, treat yourself how you want it to be treated. Give yourself what you were missing. You're reparenting yourself with the help of Spirit, God, your ancestors. We inherit distorted thinking from the system of relational rules operating in the family in which we were raised. The family was set up by... Didn't I say this? I randomly opened up this page, but I swear to God, like, look, I haven't even finished this book yet. The family was set up by God to be a spiritual system to impart to children the spiritual laws of the universe. The family is where we were supposed to learn God's way of loving attachment, freedom of choice, forgiveness, and growing in skills and talents. However, we do not live in perfect families, and many families' rules are much different than God's. Sometimes I ask group members to write each of the 10 relational commandments of their families. Christ tells us that sometimes we live according to the traditions of our elders or the rules of men instead of the ways of God. People living according to their family's rules may be in contradiction with God's rules. And when I say God, this is just the divine. It doesn't have to be the Christian God in a sense. But I believe the divine is all paths lead to home. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to allow you guys to see these pages. You guys can take a screenshot of the rules they have here. But you see, the message is clear. Give yourself time to heal. Don't be ashamed, and be brave to forge the path. And also be brave to start the journey of healing and forgiveness. Whether it's therapy, journaling, you don't even have to talk to the person. I saw burning bowl ritual. You might have to do something actually specific. Something physical and tangible to help you get it out. But just know your inner child wants you to get excited. You are so loved and valued. And you are not what happened to you. So, Holy Spirit, last message, please, for my panel ones from their inner child. Look at this. I love life. And look at this little baby, a little girl watering a sunflower. Oh my God, I guess her Swaley. You're a sunflower. Let's read the affirmation. Look, it is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. Whew. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for sharing space with me. It was an honor to read you guys. I hope you guys know how loved and valued you are. And I will see you at the next one, okay? Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So you guys have the beautiful Wulfenite. I've actually never heard of this crystal, but it is orange. So your sacral chakra, there's a little bit of gray here. I'm getting root chakra and your crown chakra. So, let's see. Journey, past lives, soul contracts. The journey has just begun. Wulfenite can travel through your past, present, and future and open up communication with the spirit world. Well, we're talking to your inner child right now. It also aids in past life recognition, helping you to see soul contracts that you've made in this lifetime, facilitating the karmic reunion and completing a cycle once the lesson has been learned. Wulfenite is a powerful past life healing stone, resolving any issues that need to be faced and regaining magic lost in past lives to be used here and now. That's a beautiful message. And what I'm getting is, yes, your past lives, you do relive and you get your karma, but I also feel like your childhood is a past life. All right? So you're going to be healing those wounds, even if they're subconscious and even things you may not be aware of, so that you can be free. It's ruled by Sagittarius, Venus, and Mars. This is the masculine, the feminine, planet of beauty, planet of action. This is about exploring spirituality, higher dimensions. Yes. So let's get into the oracles. I'm already getting a lot of information, but I want to pull first. So this archetype is going to be the archetype that your inner child would like you to release, or something that you're used to that's holding you back. This will be the archetype that your future self or your inner child wants you to embody, so you can get to your future state. Okay. This is some advice from your inner child and animal oracle, and this will be a soul lesson you're going through, and this will be some advice from the healing oracle. I forgot who made this. Yeah, the wisdom of healing oracle. I love these messages, and I'll get those after. Let's focus on the archetypes first. So the archetype that you are embodying, or that your shadow self wants you to let go of, addict. Wow. Helps you confront and recognize addictive behavior. Shadow attribute compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your spirit. And you see right here, this person is pushing against the wave, pushing against the currents, fighting your emotions. You have more control than you think. And what I'm getting here is that it doesn't have to be a substance. It could be, though. But this is codependency. This is sacrificing your authenticity for approval. The sacral chakra is all about, once you feel safe in the world, you feel safe to create, co-create. but it feels like you could have given your power away to something or someone. And that's what your inner child wants you to let go of. The need to control and the need to think you don't have the power. Because I literally heard, I got the power. You have more power than you think. You have more power than you think. You have more power than you think. You are the only person operating in your body. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. I just heard like one of your parents could have also suffered from addictions or a mental illness is what I'm getting. And this was a coping mechanism. But the thing is, the waves are going to come. You have to learn to ride the current. You won't get swept by them. The waves are your emotions, your subconscious, yeah? Let's get into the advice from your inner child. Dog, loyalty. Oh my goodness. I'm going to read this from the book. I heard stay loyal to those you love, which is yourself first. Because you can't love others until you fully love yourself. And if you're in an addictive pattern, it's not saying you don't want to love yourself, but you quite literally may not know how. And that's okay. It really is okay. I've suffered with codependencies myself, CPTSD. I had a lot of trauma in my life. Once I transmuted it, I became a healer, and it's a constant process, to be honest. But I just heard I'm loyal in spirit. So it could be an ancestor or even a dog. It could be a pet dog. But you have a companion in the spirit realm that has been helping you, assisting you. A wolf spirit could also be part of this. I don't know why I felt the need to take off my reins. But I just saw wolf spirit. So it's interesting. This dog looks kind of somber. It's longing. But I feel like this dog is longing for its freedom. And wolves are really sovereign. Yes, they run in packs. They're loyal to their packs. But they know when to tread their own path. But in order for you to feel safe with that, you have to be loyal to yourself, okay? And loyal to those you love. I feel like it could be hard for you to feel connected to people or trust people. And Spirit is saying it is safe for you to open up, but first you have to trust yourself. So let me read the dog message from the Animal Companion books. Yeah, this is your like companion. Oh, dog. How cute. I just heard you've got a friend in me. So I don't know, but there's like a beautiful energy around you. It could even be like, honestly, a dog. I do believe in spirit guides. Loyalty, protection, companionship, guidance. Oh my gosh. In a reading, you guys could take a picture of this. The dog represents loyalty, friendship, and connection. This archetype may be helpful to focus on when we are navigating the complexities of our relationships with others. We are encouraged to find ways to be of service to our communities. We are called on to exhibit the best traits of the animal: devotion and longing nature, a loving nature. You may see this card when you are questioning the loyalty of others, or when you are examining your own ties to a particular person, organization, or efforts. Be loyal to your healing, I also heard. To embody the qualities of this creature can be wonderful and ennobling. I've never heard that word. But we must give our loyalty and love to those who deserve it and reciprocate it. Are your affections and efforts well placed? Or are you loyal to someone or something that is not feeding your soul or aiding in your journey? You cannot serve two masters. Fear and love. Illusion or clear vision. When you are feeding into addictive patterns and substances, you are showing you are loyal to darkness. And I'm not saying that's what you desire, but that's the energy you're giving out. Look up angel number 655, because that was a time when I said that. The dog reminds us to seek help when needed and to value the help and companionship of others. This card represents joy and community that can be found Joy and positivity that can be found in community and relationships. The dog's connection to the unseen realm is another aspect of this card to consider. If you are doing deep work of self-development and forging into the subconscious, all about the Wulfenite. Ironically, it's like Wulfenite. Anyway, dog. I'm just like, I love this. The dog urges you to seek guidance and companionship. The work of acquiring wisdom and self-awareness is work we can only do ourselves. There are many resources available that can help us on that journey. Seek help when you need it and accept the wisdom and kindness of others. You don't have to travel alone. It's interesting because I was just saying about the wolf, they have their pack, they're loyal, and they know how to tread out on their own. So I feel like there are certain experiences you have to come to terms with. Seeking out a professional is what I'm hearing. Or, like I said, a friend, someone that you vouch, someone that you know has your best interest at heart. Because oftentimes we need a mirror. We need someone to honestly affirm our feelings. A safe space. You guys are also highly psychic is what I'm getting. I'm getting clairsentient, so clear feeling. You just know. Let's see the archetype that your inner child wants you to embody. Seeker. Y'all, I can't make this up. Look it. And they're both looking up and out, and the yellows and yellows. And I do not look at these. I promise you, the only one I ever see is this one because it's flipped basically when you pull it. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. I was going to say, that's Sagittarian energy. And look at it. Anyway. Inability to commit to a path once found. Wow. So you could have commitment issues when it comes to relationships, committing to your self-care, committing to your own goals, getting clear on where you want to go. The path will reveal itself as you walk it, and it's okay to explore different things. And it's okay also to leave the pack to find a new pack, is what I heard. Because you could be breaking family traditions or going against the grain by doing what's best for you. And what's interesting is I see the footsteps here. And what I feel when I see that is you are leading the way for others as well. You don't know that yet. Similar to pile 1, you are a pioneer. You're walking a new path, and it seems dark because it's a new path. You are the person. You are the blueprint is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to open up, and don't be afraid to heal. As weird as that sounds, we can be comfortable in our darkness, and we can be comfortable in being uncomfortable. And your inner child wants you to know it is safe and you're always protected, even if you don't see that protection, okay? So now let's go to the lesson, as in there's other dimensional beings helping you, okay? The soul lesson you're going through right now, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I'm going to read some of that from the book. But what I'm getting with that is, yes, exactly what I said. I've been saying, you love yourself. We are all mirrors. We just go through different dimensions. Certain people vibrate with us at certain times. And your inner child is saying to take pride in your body, to take pride in your soul, to take pride in your interest, to take pride in your spirit. Be loyal to yourself and seek those that mirror the best qualities in you. Visualize a healthy mind and body. Oh my goodness, with addict. My heart chakra just got really heavy right now. Visualize yourself as a completely healthy person inside and out. Do one thing that brings you closer to achieving that state. Your goal, to do whatever it takes to become the healthiest you possible. Oh my goodness, I heard take pride in your body. Take pride in desiring to be better. Healing is a process. It is not linear. But the fact that you aspire to it, the fact that you even feel, might I say, deficient or inadequate in some way is only proof that you aren't meant to be in that position. You get me? You're uncomfortable because you're in this, you don't fit this space. This is not you, is what I'm hearing. You are not your addictions. You are not your actions. You are a pure spirit. But first you have to acknowledge your worth and be prideful in who you are. And you can't honestly be prideful, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, if you don't know yourself. Like, become your biggest fan. An affirmation I tell myself all the time, and honestly, it works. It just takes a while because you have to discover yourself. I am the woman of my dreams. You have to get clear on your dreams, clear on who you are. See yourself as that person. Visualize yourself. Brian Scott, I love his YouTube. He has wonderful meditations online about quantum jumping. I feel like you guys would be into that. Just look it up because I feel like you guys are like way more intelligent than you give yourself credit for, and you're almost afraid to explore that. Let me read pride. That's what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to clarify a couple of these with tarot. And I just saw 1212, so that could be a number for you. A wonder. Huh. Well, it does. You know what? I'm going to let you guys look it up. But I know 1212 is all about expanding your horizons, at least for me. The wonders of the world. God wants you to experience magic, is what I just heard. You're an alchemist also. Anyways, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Take a picture if you please. You need to take, oh my God, I love this. You need to take time to honor and acknowledge who you are and what your soul has accomplished with your life thus far. You should look at your past soul choices, all about this past life stuff. Ooh, review the past so you can feel confident in the future is what I just heard. You should look at your past soul choices and be mindful of how your positive actions, compassion, and understanding, you have made a better life for yourself and others. How have you changed the world in some little way? How have you shared insights with others? Reflect on what you have mastered. You should never underappreciate or underestimate yourself or your accomplishments. Now is the time for you to remember how brave you have been throughout your journey. Celebration is required. I really feel like you guys could beat yourself up for developing an unhealthy pattern or whatever. Look, you had to do what you had to do to cope, okay? There's no such thing as perfect, so don't think you had to be that way. You did it. You made it. You're here. Like, come on now. Humans tend to spend too much of their energy and time on negative emotions or what they have, quote unquote, not done. This card signifies that you should take rightful ownership of who you are and how you have shared your unique light to the world. It may also be a perfect time to look around and acknowledge other souls who have also accomplished many great things and who need to be reminded of them. I heard what you're seeking is seeking you. So you could be attracting relationships, platonic, business, romantic. I'm getting more platonic though, like actual friendships of people that have a similar wounding that you have, but also similar gifts that complement you, that can validate you. And yes, we are humans. We need validation in some sort, but first is self-validation, okay? So now I'm going to clarify the seeker actually. Seeker and addict, and then I'm going to channel from the book, which is always wonderful. The message was great last time. Addict, we have 8 of Cups. This is literally, God, thank you so much. The 7 of Cups, which is before this, could be addictions, being confused, living in dreamland, engaging in substances to escape pain. Your inner child is telling you it is safe to live in this reality. You learned the lessons and you're moving on. The 8 of Cups is leaving something you emotionally invested in, something that took a toll on you. And look at, they're allowing spirit to like drift them off. You're happy. It's safe to let go. You got your flowers. You're so cute. You're good. You're good. Thank you for the confirmation, spirit. Please show me seeker. 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 I literally was going to say, I feel like spirit wants you to trust the unknown, to meditate also. And we got the high priestess. You are highly intuitive. You are very psychic. Meditation, grounding yourself, crystals, Reiki, any practice. You even see she has a cloak here. Will allow you to be safe to explore the world and also other dimensions. It could also be that your family was very religious or just didn't agree with like you, like your interests. I feel like you guys could be into quote unquote woo-woo things like this, or like, I don't know, different practices. It's because in a past life you probably were a healer of some sort too. That could be why this past life energy is coming through. There's a reason why you are the way you are. Even your addictions are a reflection. Your codependencies are a reflection of things that need to be healed so you can master it and be a light to this world. The high priestess, that's me. That's someone who has the mysteries of the universe. When I see that card, I always feel like the universe entrusts you. They trust you enough to have these gifts. They trust you enough to be a light to others. Why don't you trust yourself? This is the divine feminine to the T. This is right after the magician, ironically, the alchemist, like I said. The magician finds all the tools they have to create where they need to go. The high priestess is putting it into practice. People don't have to know what you do, okay? You could be into spell work. You could, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, I feel like there's some shame or something when it comes to being yourself or exploring. And spirit saying, no, that's what you're meant to do. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to your soul. Be loyal to what you love. And I wish I didn't shuffle because the bottom of the deck was the 4 of Swords. And that's all about meditation, quieting your mind, giving your soul a chance to rest as well. It's not even just meditating, just resting after heartbreak or pain. Allow yourself to integrate the lessons. So your inner child really wants you to know that seeing is believing also. So when you see this body and life that you want, it's happening. It's happening. Okay, so Holy Spirit, please give me a page for pile number 2. What does your inner child want you to tell them? Wow. Process and value negative feelings. Look it. What was I just saying? You got to process it, boo. I'm going to allow you to take a picture of this page. I'm going to read these 3 paragraphs. When you are committed to reality, to both the good and the bad, you will begin to see negative feelings as parts of life. If you fear them less, you can process them as they arise and avoid all problems listed in the last chapter. Didn't I say process? Most problems with negative feelings come from a fear about them. They really are not as bad as you may fear they are. Negative feelings will not kill you, but avoiding them may. Damn. Honestly, I love how straightforward Spirit is, because, and it may not even be a physical death. I'm being honest. It could be, like we could run away from ourselves, run away from life because we're so scared. One thing I want to say, and this is a trigger warning, you are worth living. I feel like saying that because oftentimes with addictions or addictive behaviors, there's so much shame that comes with that we can have really dark thoughts. And I just felt the need to say that. Also, you can die to yourself. I always say The Walking Dead, for instance, as in you can be a shell of yourself. Your soul is never dead, but your spirit is drained. It's okay. Expecting badness and weakness from everyone. I'm not suggesting you turn into a pessimist. I'm saying be a realist. Everyone you know, including yourself, has good and bad, strengths and weaknesses. Therefore, expect to see them in action. When the faults come, embrace them and love them so that you can overcome your splitting of good and bad, as well as feel closer to others. See? Feel closer to others. Like when you acknowledge you're human and others are human, you don't take things as personal. You give yourself grace. You realize you're doing the best you can with the knowledge you have right now. Lastly, expect faults from creation. Because the world is real, not ideal, everything can eventually break down. Every holiday you plan can potentially get rained out. Every plant you grow will have some dead leaves. Expect things to go wrong, and you will not be surprised. You will be able to value that less than ideal car, house, city that you live in. It may not be ideal, but it's probably good enough. Oh, there is no such thing as perfect, y'all. And you can be the perfect manifester, and all that, and things still don't go well. Oh, well. And when I say what this author is saying, I love, it's like, expect the best, prepare for the worst, and not in a paranoid way, but like, it doesn't hurt to be optimistic. That shifts your vibration. And I truly believe what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. The more you see yourself living this life, the more you remind yourself that you are worthy, the negative experiences, not even saying won't happen as much, you understand and it won't affect you as much. It's all an illusion. There's no such thing as positive and negative. We have the power to respond rather than react. Okay? Oh, I love you guys. You guys are so precious. So now I want to get a message from the fairies. And then we're going to round it out with, where's that deck I wanted to use? The Louise Hay affirmations. She has wonderful affirmations for the inner child. Oh, she's helped me so much. So the fairies want to say, spiritual teacher. What was I saying? Bottom of the deck, debt paid off. So like I was saying, you guys could have honestly like squandered some money, or like you weren't as responsible. I don't know if I said that. I was thinking it though, because when it comes to codependencies or addictions as well, it could be hard to manage. You don't have a lot of boundaries emotionally and physically. So here, the old weight and habit of debt is being lifted from your life. Amen. And look at right here. All I was saying, spirituality, teacher, seeker, high priestess, past lives. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. You are finding your life purpose. And like I said, you are forging the path. People will follow you. You are so powerful. Why am I crying? I'm literally about to cry. You guys are so powerful. I feel the need to even pull an angel oracle deck because I understand this so well. And it's honestly, I feel like this is my pile. Like you guys have known, some of you may not know, I suffered a chronic illness. I've dealt with my own codependencies. I've had to seek my own path. Spiritually, I was the black sheep in my family at one point. The thing that's crazy, a lot of relationships I thought I could never reconcile are starting to work themselves out. And I never in my life, y'all, I'm telling you, your inner child is letting you know that once you make this shift that you're worthy of, everything around you will shift. You are worthy of living the life of your dreams. And you are so worthy. Like I said, Spirit trusts you to have this information. Look at her third eye lit up. Aw, and you're in nature. Bunnies are wonderful. They're all about the Empress energy, abundance, luck. Like once you embrace your spiritual gifts, ironically, that's when you'll start to feel at peace. And it's crazy because you'll always feel that nagging feeling until you do what you know you have to do. And the 8 of Cups leads to the 9 of Cups, which is your dreams coming true, emotional fulfillment. Oop, both of these flipped over. I'm gonna take them. Connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. And transformation, Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. I'm gonna read these from the book, y'all, but if you want to work with the archangels, here they are, or just the lesson. And look at the gold that's coming from this transformation. It's like once you, I heard like cross this bridge, there's gold waiting for you. Whew. Okay, let me read this and then we're gonna end it, okay? But I love you guys so much. I had to do this. I had to do this. And then Louise Hay, I'm sorry. So let's go to, oh, I opened the page to balance, and that was the bottom of the deck. So maybe this is something you need to see. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. Take time to balance your life. You're trying to be everywhere at once and you're feeling out of sync because of this. Taking time for yourself is an important step, but also balance out your work schedule and home life. This is my freaking pile. When you slow down and create a schedule, you'll feel as though you have more time because you're managing it better. The angels know how busy you are and that you like to do as much as you can. They are here to guide you to balance out your life because they know how tired and drained you feel trying to complete all the tasks you have set for yourself. It's important for you to know what balance is and how much you can do without overexerting yourself in any way. You have the ability to balance it all so that you can feel whole and empowered, healthy and empowered. Wow. Wow, I love that, Spirit. Okay, connect with music. Let's do that one. I can never do short readings. They have to be at least 20. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. It could be solfeggio frequencies. The angels are encouraging you to take time in your day to listen to music. Use it as a tool to help yourself and enjoy life. Just chill. Music brings people together, and it's important to spend time with like-minded friends and loved ones where you can feel safe and have fun. Most definitely, you're going to find your soul tribe. You're going to find your people. Taking some time to do this will allow your heart to open to the inspiration the angels have surrounding you. Look at this. You are a beacon of light, and the angels want to help you connect to their guidance and inspiration. Listen to positive, uplifting music. Woo! Your angels want you to dance. They're desperate for you to have fun. And also, if you want music as a part of your career, okay? The angels want to be a part of your musical career. Invite them in. You have divine assistance. You are blessed. You are chosen. Anything you desire, you'll get. I'm telling you that. And all people have this, but like when you have the gift, and I'm just saying, when you are chosen, all of your desires are planted by God for a reason. Don't judge them. As in, you could be a spiritualist, but me, for instance, I act, I model, I do tarot and astrology, and they all tie in together. I used to be almost ashamed for desiring to be in entertainment, but I love it. I love to perform. I love to do makeup. I like to take pictures. I view it as art, and it's a chance for me to express myself and advocate for other people and be a model for their designs. It's an honor. People don't have to understand why you do what you do, but God has called you to have these desires and dreams for a reason. Do not be ashamed of them, and use all the gifts and help you have, because you got it. I heard Chris Brown, you got it, girl, you got it. Wow. So now let's go to transformation. I'm going to read the expanded meaning, and you can take pictures here. The angels are here to acknowledge the emotional and physical transformations that have taken place in your life. You can see more clearly now that you have released old and dusty thoughts, actions, and situations from your life. Dusty is so funny to me. You are moving to a space where you are more comfortable in your skin than ever. You have transformed yourself physically and emotionally, and this is seen through the strength of your very divine and aligned spirit. You guys aren't seeing yourself clearly. I feel like you guys are on the way to it. Some of you guys. But you are actually like in alignment. You're in a powerful place. And it was 2727 when I said that. So take advantage of this alignment in your divinity and follow your path, okay? Let's get your Louise Hay affirmation. And then we're going to end this reading. Wow, my throat is going out. Holy Spirit, please show me what pile number 2 needs. Thank you. Oh, beautiful affirmation. I love her. She's great. Her book, You Can Heal Your Life. Chef's kiss. I love and approve of myself. I appreciate all that I do. I am good just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want. I claim my power. What a better way to end this. And that is all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Just know you are loved. If you did like this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I want everyone to see their value and see how your inner child always knows what's biz, okay? Bye. Hello, pile 3. So you guys chose this beautiful Malachite. Let's read the message. Cleanse trauma, intensity, transformation. Okay, your inner child's like, look, we healing. Malachite takes no prisoners, at least with your spiritual journey. A powerful conduit for energy, Malachite cleanses the emotional body of trauma, whether this from this life or a past life. A teacher of emotional responsibility, Malachite asks that you take accountability for your feelings. I don't know why I feel the need to take a deep breath. And helps you release patterns that no longer serve you. Look deep within the worlds and patterns of Malachite to access other dimensions within yourself. Explore different timelines and hidden messages, bringing your subconscious to light. So I definitely feel like, I just heard the shift is happening. Malachite's also very available. It's not too hard to find on crystal stores or online. I actually have one, and it is a really powerful, deep heart cleanser and opener, and I even associate it with the root chakra as well. So this definitely aligns with your inner child. Okay, your inner child wants you to know it's safe to open up. It is time. But anyways, let's get into the oracles. So this will be the archetype that you're gonna embody in the future, or the advice that your inner child wants you, the person your inner child wants you to embody. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. This is the advice from your inner child from the Animal Oracle. This is going to be the archetype that you have to let go of, one that you're used to. This is the soul lesson that you're currently experiencing, that you're healing. And then this is just overall advice from your inner child as well, from the Wisdom of the Healing Oracle. We will start here, as it definitely aligns with, I'm going to put my ring back on. It definitely aligns with the Malachite. Cleanse trauma, intensity, transformation, let go of resentment. Yeah. I heard like your heart is clogged. It feels clogged up with issues that aren't yours. Let's just read the back. Acknowledge one resentful feeling you need to release, and keep in mind that all types of resentment are poison and harm the healing process. Your goal to become mindful of your reasons for staying angry and begin letting go of the negative feelings by the end of the day. I feel like your inner child took a lot of shit. And I'm not saying that I'm saying that with the most empathy. Like, you probably had your childhood taken from you, or you were adultified early. You had to take a lot of responsibilities that weren't yours. You could have had a parent that vented to you, or there's a lot of things I'm getting. Honestly, and trigger warning, I'm getting like abuse. Whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual. Once you understand your resentment, you can release it. It's a process. But resentment only hurts you, because your subconscious cannot process if you're thinking about yourself, somebody else. If you're just thinking in the negative, dwelling in those feelings, you are absorbing it, and it's blocking your own blessings. But that's what's happening, y'all, because the Malachite's here to cleanse and open your heart. So your inner child is pleading, actually, for you to let go so you can experience life. So your sacral and your heart chakra and your roots are the 3 main ones I'm seeing right now. Your creative center, it could be a relationship with your mother. It doesn't have to be, or just not feeling nurtured, or being the nurturer, you know? Let's see the archetype your inner child wants you to let go of. Okay, goddess, exploitation of the female nature and form. Upright, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Okay, this is also a trigger warning because the goddess is a beautiful feminine energy. I was picking up on feminine energy, but her shadow, the exploitation, yeah, there's a few things I'm getting. I said trigger warning because it could be sexual, as in there's nothing wrong with having desires. Actually, it's healthy. Sex is a part of life. It's one of the most beautiful, it's creation. But you could have felt ashamed about sex, or you probably didn't, or you could have not valued your body and engaged in actions that you quote unquote regret, or that aren't like you, or that you wish you could take back, or you could have been exploited as a child. I'm just picking up on that, to be honest. You could have been exploited yourself. You are not what's happened to you. You are a goddess. And the thing that's interesting, it doesn't matter if you're male or a female. What I'm saying, the energy of a goddess, divine feminine, nurturing, abundance, looks and feels beautiful, knows her value, doesn't compromise, relishes in life. I'm going to clarify this with the tarot. It's like Empress energy. But your inner child, for some reason, feels the need to dim his or her light. If you are a male or someone who identifies with the masculine, same thing. Your feminine qualities could have been pushed down, shamed for being a human, having emotions. Oh my God, so many things flipped over. I'm not going to take them all, but I'm going to show you. 6 of Wands, Temperance, Strength reverse, Queen of Swords, Ace of Coins. But I'm going to continue to shuffle. Or it even could be, if you are a male, this wound could have manifested in you not treating feminines with the most respect, even though you like want to. It's your conditioning. Let go of that. Do you see how the Ten of Swords just flipped? Allow yourself to heal. The Ten of Swords is a really, honestly, one of the most painful energies, because you've been stabbed in the back over and over and over and over and over and over again. You are drained. Lay it down. I'm going to read this from the book. Your inner child wants you to know also that the worst part is over. Whew. I felt like a big sense of relief, but it may not even feel like a relief because you're wounded, you're beaten down. So take time to process this. But at the end of the day, you have to let it go. After the 10 of Swords is a new beginning. 10 of Swords, realization, renewal, inevitability, endings, beginnings. Exactly. Feeling at her lowest point, lament unleashes the power of sheer will to lessen the impact that turmoil brings. Kneeling by a river of new beginnings with the sword of fortitude on her lap, she summons her inner strength to find a fresh outlook. 9 of Swords stand far behind lament, indicating that her worries are farther than her than she realizes. Exactly. If hopes and dreams seem to have turned to dust, new ones shall indeed arise. Your thoughts today create tomorrow. Move upward and onward and allow nothing to hold you back. I literally am getting teary-eyed with this. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups. Look, in the 2 of Wands under there. You guys could be estranged from your family, or a lack of connection in general to people, unworthy of partnerships, probably scared to open up due to traumas that you have experienced. But with this 2 of Wands, Spirit is saying it's safe for you to create a new world for yourself. You see how like she ain't even looking over there. Like, look, I got the whole world in my hands. I got sun. I got the moon. I can manifest anything I want. This is about balance. It's also about balance, divine masculine and feminine. Look into the octopus as well. Something about the octopus. I don't even know the meaning, but I feel like it's really important. And owls are the most wise. You have a strong intuition and you're worthy of healing. Let's get into the animal spirit here. We have whale, depth. Yeah. I heard your wounds go deep, but your consciousness goes even deeper. You are not your wounds. You are... We're all divine beings, but what I'm getting is like, I don't think you realize how powerful the transmutation of the energy is once you cross this bridge and release the resentment. Because the energy of alchemy, you use what you have to create what you want, is turning lead to gold, is turning trauma into triumph. And I'm not saying this to dismiss your past, but your inner child is letting you know you have more than enough gas to achieve your dreams, okay? Because energy cannot be, you know, destroyed. It can be transmuted, all that. So, like, once you release this resentment and transmute it, it will be gas to your dreams. But you have to allow yourself to dive deep. So let's go to the well. Well. Oh, is this the last one? This is the last one of the day. Depth, complexities. Depth, complexity, spirituality, music, complexity, history, creativity. I'm just going to read it in a reading. The well calls on us from the deep waters of the unseen realm and reminds us of the treasures of creativity, inspiration, and spiritual growth. Those treasures are not only available to us when we are connected to the waters of the subconscious and spirit, much like the crane skin bag of Manon, I don't know, whose contents were only visible when flooded during a full tide. It's easy to become so preoccupied with everyday life, chores, bills, work, that we forget the importance of taking time to nurture our creativity and feed our souls. The spirit of the well beckons us to the deep, urging us to leave behind the superficial world in the present moment and reconnect with the whole great ocean of time and the currents of the collective subconscious. Wells can grow to such enormous sizes because the ocean waters mitigate the effects of gravity. Likewise, when we free ourselves from the pressures of everyday life, there is no limit. My bad, you guys. My phone has been tripping. I actually do have memory. It just shut off. But I feel like this is Spirit asking you guys to take some time. Let me just finish this. Wells can grow to such enormous sizes because the ocean waters mitigate the effects of gravity. Likewise, when we free ourselves from the pressure of everyday life, there is no limit to our growth. We can become giants in the spiritual and creative realms. So that Two of Wands is also about forging a new path with your passions and your creativity. Getting an emotional balance, setting a routine, and envisioning a life that you desire. So this is like the planning stage. Let's see the energy, the archetype that your inner child wants you to embody. I love it when this card comes out. You're literally creating this new reality. There's a few of these empty cards in the deck and those to create your own archetype. Who do you want to be? Take time, meditate on it. What the mind can conceive, it can achieve. So, boo, you're on a journey. This is beautiful and exciting. Let's get this soul lesson oracle. Change. I love it. Spirit's being a little ambiguous, or your inner child also. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yes. Yes. You have to be the change you wish to see. Wow. Let me clarify this light attribute though. This archetype for where your inner child wants you to embrace. They want you to embrace the unknown. That's period. All you know is things are changing. You know that it's going to get better. And I feel like that's all that you need to know. But let's see what they have here. Ace of Cups reversed. One more, Holy Spirit. Three of Wands reversed. And the Lovers on the bottom. This is getting in balance. This is like a higher octave of the Two of Cups. This is making the choice to connect, making the choice to open up. And honestly, it's about making a choice. It's the Gemini energy. So yes, it could be about romance, but it's also about divine counterparts, balancing your masculine and feminine, meeting someone that you could connect with on that level. And with this Ace of Cups reverse and the Three of Wands reverse, I feel like you are becoming someone who learns to make... It's funny because you had the Two of Cups and the Three of Wands, and now we have the Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups. With it reversed, once you take the time to fill your cup to the point where it overflows, you'll see your manifestation start to come in with that Three of Wands. So progress comes when you take a step back. And you're becoming that person who's learning, that's slowing down, investing in self-care, connecting with people is not something that is a gift. It's a requirement in this life. You deserve it. You need it, actually. Okay? This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. And under the Lovers was the Hermit. So taking time to find your light, what fills you up, and choosing that. Oh, this is so beautiful, you guys. All right. So now I am going to channel a message from the book, Changes That Heal. It's going to a random page to see what the Holy Spirit has for you. I feel like it's this one. Ooh. The bottom stood out to me first. Wake up, O sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. Your light will shine on you. So let me read these 3 paragraphs. You guys can take a picture of it, but I'm only reading the middle paragraphs, or like from here to here. When an aspect of a person does not enter into time, this person's emotional maturity will stagnate at this level. One woman who had not been able to separate from her family had difficulty separating from everyone else as well. I just love the synchronicities. Whenever someone expected something from her, she felt as if she had to do it, because she skipped the stage where the choice muscle develops in relation to one's family. Y'all, didn't I just say the lovers choosing? Wow. She had hidden that function of her personality in the ground. As a result, that talent had not multiplied itself and developed in a way that could exercise the choices needed with others. Stuck at an early level of development, this woman could not get on with life until she learned to say no to her parents. After she brought that aspect of herself into experience, she began to handle all her relationships more maturely. I feel like you guys are growing up in the sense that if you're desiring love, is definitely coming with that Ace of Cups and the Lovers too, and then the Two of Cups also, and the Goddess energy, okay? And that's the big change here. You're attracting a deep relationship, a real significant soulmate relationship. And that's on platonic levels as well. And if you are in a relationship, you're allowing yourself to deepen and connect on an intimate level. Another woman was very detached and angry as an adolescent because of an abusive father. He was so terrible to the family that she would not even come out of her room. In late adolescence, the woman became a Christian and thought she had to be nice. The angry adolescent went underground. Years later in therapy, this angry adolescent resurfaced. She described a time warp as she began to experience the world of the 60s and the 80s. As she began to bring this aspect of herself back into time, she discovered all the wonderful adolescent things about herself. She was able to play more, be creative, and separate from her controlling mother. Stagnation is seen often in people who abuse substances such as drugs and alcohol. Their emotional development likely stopped at the age they began to escape life through substance abuse. One cannot grow when one no longer participates in life. You have to make the active choice to heal. You have to believe that you're able to change and your circumstances are. Cleansing your trauma, intensity, transformation. Take accountability for your feelings. Release patterns that no longer serve you. This is difficult in the sense that it could be emotionally taxing, but it's so worth it. You need to do the emotional labor to feel light, and you're not alone, is what I'm hearing. You have your angels and guides all around you. I feel like using the spirit, what is this? The Work Your Light oracles. I didn't use this for the other piles, but I feel drawn to it for you. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Bottom, dance with life. Weren't they just saying that? Do something to change your energy. Yeah, you have to shift your vibration. Because I feel like you guys, honestly, and you know, your inner child is saying to stop, like, your inner child's low-key a boss. They're like, stop sulking. They're low-key saying, like, you are the shit. Like, what? You are a channel yourself. Once you step out, you see these people rising to higher dimensions. You are elevating the collective consciousness, but you're dimming your light. We need you, is what I just heard. And right under that, I got Starseed. What lights you up? Find your passion again. Find your why again. Play again. Creation is what we're born to do. Who do you want to be? Be that. Let me read Pleiades. Let me find it in here. Ironically, that's the last one in this deck. See, you guys have just finished a really big karmic cycle. You learned a lot of lessons. Yes, it is heavy, but you know now. You learned the lessons. Now it's time to apply it. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technologies. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission, to grow at a soul level and raise the vibration of the planet. If you've been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you already started channeling some of the work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. There's so much about your light. Dance with life. What page is this? They are not in order. it? Dance with life, dance with life, dance with life. Oh, here it is, 62. Okay. It's an action card. Life is always moving. If you resist the ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. Wasn't the last card talking about stagnancy, or the book? The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force. Woo! A natural rhythmic beat which governs all life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance, okay? And you can take a picture of this. And if dancing isn't your thing, do something that's unusual that'll get you out of your comfort zone, something you're not used to. Lastly, starseed, what lights you up? And then we're going to end this with some affirmations from Louise Hay. Oh my gosh, she's amazing with inner child work. Starseed, what lights you up? Sorry, I don't know why it's so hard for me to find these. Oh, right under Star Mother, 50. Okay. Starseed, what lights you up? You can take a picture. Starseeds are souls on a double mission. This is so funny. Like, if you believe in other dimensions, you ain't from here, okay? Which could also be why you're going through this hard integration phase, because your soul is used to more peace, honestly. But you're meant to disrupt the status quo and bring your inner vibration to this world. You are a goddess. You are divine. You are needed to raise their own consciousness and consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated beyond this planet. Come on now. Many starseeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do, create, or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseeds find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know there is so much more to life and feel that there is quote-unquote something more and get to work. You can take another picture. Honestly, Spirit's just affirming to you that yes, you felt uncomfortable. Yes, you went through all this stuff. Yes, but it's because we knew you could transmute it, and because you have the ability, and I'm not even saying this arrogantly, like, to create heaven on earth. Let's get your last oracle, Holy Spirit, from your inner child. And your inner child wants you to know this. Your inner child also just said, what did you want to be when you were little? Like, I have the answers. What is this? I trust the process of life. There is a rhythm and flow to life. I'm done. And I am part of life. Life supports me and brings to me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. So much about dance and flow. And look at the seeds growing in their own time. Smell the roses, expect the best, because you are worthy of the best, okay? I love you, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye. What is up, pile number 4? So you, your inner child, chose the Onyx. Autonomy, self-discipline, command. Tune into your inner commander. Onyx is a strong ally, dispelling loneliness and self-doubt and instilling greater confidence in your decision-making. Face your fears and know that you have the power to overcome them. Onyx's surface represents the passing of time, the balance of yin and yang. It is a sturdy and solitary stone and encourages you to break free from any unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous. Know that you are completely capable of making the right decisions for yourself. After all, it's your life. This is about freedom from restriction, but also finding freedom in structure. So it's like growing up by deciding your own path, but also being responsible, owning that path, making a decision and following through with it. So your inner child wants you to boss up, period. Okay, that's what's happening. But this is going to be the archetype that you're going to be embodying, the advice that your inner child has for you. This is the one you're currently, y'all can't make this up, reclaim your power. This is the one you're currently embodying, what you could let go of or that you've mastered. This will be the lesson that your inner child is letting you know you're working through, or that you guys are working through. This will be some advice from your inner child through the animal messages. Oh, you guys have another crystal. I forgot you guys were you were the one pile that had 2 crystals. So let's look at this one as well. Pink halite, self-love, replenish, cherish. Vibrating with love, pink highlight allows you to shed layers of negative thought patterns and beliefs as you connect to the essence of your true self. Yes. It's like once you get disciplined and this happens, the bliss happens, you'll be safe to open up your heart. Pink highlight helps you embrace new spiritual practices as a way of life, preventing you from picking up bad habits to begin with. With this stone, you will make your choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself, and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. Both of these are talking about decision-making and trusting. Your inner child was made to feel inadequate and that they couldn't trust themselves, or that your ideas were delusions, or even if you had spiritual gifts, they were probably pushed down or anything. Like, you just were taught not to trust yourself. You probably had a very controlling mother or father, or just the person who raised you. Pink halite is a natural form of mineral salt known to cleanse toxins from the aura and replenish one's energy field. Cancer, Pisces, and Earth. The earth element. What I'm what I'm hearing with that, earthing yourself would be wonderful. Healing, going out in nature. And yes, engaging in spiritual practices, especially with Sagittarius. It's all about the 9th house, expansion, philosophy, religion. Cancer and Pisces are 2 water signs. All about the intuition. Cancer rules the 4th house, family. Pisces, the 12th house of the unseen. You probably inherited some spiritual gifts from family members as well. So let's get into reclaim your power. I forgot. I love this. This is the wisdom of the healing oracles. Note one reason why you give away power in your everyday life, and then ask yourself, is a situation worth losing your peace and mind over? Your goal, to reclaim your power in a positive and mindful way. I just saw a panther in my third eye. That's my totem, and the message of the panther is to reclaim your power. Okay, so they look fear in the face in the darkness. I guess I'm getting a lot of channeled messages with you, so you guys are definitely in tune. Let's see the archetype that you should let go of. Child nature. What was I saying? The nature. Friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Bottom, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I don't think this is you whatsoever. What I'm getting is, I feel like 1, you guys are afraid to open up a little bit, and 2, for you to embrace this about yourself. I feel like your natural inner child, the nature within you, your interest, just you being you, was shot down. You know what I'm saying? And also, this is ironically your inner child saying, let me grow up. I'm ready to do things. I don't know. Like, it's like, I want to explore. So it's like, I felt like you were restricted and you're subconsciously restricting yourself. And the Benny is all about fertility, creativity, and new ideas. So don't hold on to your gifts. Share them. Decide what you're going to do with yourself and do it. All right. So let's get into the archetype you're going to embody. Scribe. Preserving knowledge and information. Interesting. Yes, scribe. You are like probably not say you're a philosopher like by trade. I mean, you could learn it, but I feel like you guys are going to go into deep spiritual study. Like, now it's time to, what's the word I'm looking for? Document all that you've been through. Like, document your lessons and your blessings. You guys could be writing a book also, is what I'm getting, or a screenplay or something like that. Journaling will be really helpful. And also, I heard write out a plan. Like, it could be a 5-year plan. Your inner child wants you to have direction. They want you to utilize your gifts, because failing to plan is planning to fail. But I really feel like journaling will help you in getting downloads and writing them down, taking note of things, because you guys are highly, highly intuitive and connected. And as you document like synchronicities and things like that, you'll be able to trust yourself more and make more decisions, see what they mean for you, certain angel numbers, certain animals, etc. Self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes. 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 You are valuable. You are valuable. And I really feel like, especially it says share with others, I really feel like once you feel safe and balance your masculine and feminine energy and choose to face your fears in the face, as in feel the fear and do it anyway, you will be able to provide steps for other people. You may have a blog. I don't know what it is, but Spirit wants you to document these times, because they're not going to last forever. And you went through them for a reason. All right? And your inner child also wants you to engage in some self-love. It doesn't have to be the bubble baths. It could be, but really do things that open up your heart and make you feel safe enough to come out. Whatever that means to you. So, oh my goodness, for some reason I feel like pulling an angel card before I read from the deck. I just saw and sorry the camera's wobbly. I keep hitting my desk. I really feel like an angel card could come. Whoa, this one flipped over. I'm going to take it, but I'm still going to shuffle. Unconditional Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me give and receive the love I deserve. Period. You guys could have had a broken relationship with your mother, or you just weren't connected necessarily to your mother, or she was emotionally unavailable, or even if it doesn't have to be a mother, just that maternal energy, feeling valued. Your self-esteem was shot because you probably were honestly ignored as a kid. Like, you weren't seen, is what I'm hearing. You probably felt invisible, which is why you probably felt more comfortable with animals or being out in nature, because you felt more of a connection with the divine. The divine is in nature, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. But you are unconditionally loved by God, by me, like so many people. And once you accept that, then you'll feel safe. Oh, 2 of them came out. Y'all, the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me reconnect through nature and fresh air. Oh my goodness. You guys could be teaching people about healing with herbs, or just preserving the environment, the benefits of grounding. There's something about nature here. I love it. Don't be ashamed for your interests also is what I'm getting. And then honor your feelings, Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. Honor your desires. Your inner child wants you to feel the fear, feel the pain, and do what you feel guided to do anyway. Let's see the advice with the animal. Frog, look. Period. Look it. Once you guys believe you are worthy with this self-esteem and understand that you have gifts that benefit others and people want to benefit you, this luck, I won't even say will come in. You'll welcome it in. It's knocking at your door. It's like you're just afraid to open it, or you have a lock on it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So let me read from, where are the books at? I had them all in a pile, girl. Where did you put them? Okay, I'll read the animal spirit one. Frog. Luck, hidden things, fertility, new beginnings, transformation. Okay, you guys can take a picture of that. I'm just going to read the inner reading part. Frogs remind us the value of everyday joy and our endless potential for transformation. Even the most humble creature can become a prince or a powerful witch if they are cared for and nurtured. Aww. The journey of transformation embodied by the spirit of the frog is one that starts in the water of the subconscious. The frog is deeply connected to the unseen realm and the world of dreams and intuition. If you are seeking change in your life, it may be time to work from the inside out. What parts of your inner life need attention? When we are unhappy or dissatisfied, we often look for external causes and feel discontented with our lot. But the frog urges us to look more deeply and switch our focuses in ways that can transform ourselves. Look at, this is interesting. Gratitude, meditation. This is what I saw. A frog can be a wonderful omen to start a new relationship, partnership, or endeavor as they symbol good luck and fertility. Look at future prosperity, pregnancy, success. Channel success into what you do. Act like you know you're going to get what you deserve, which is the best. There's a worthiness block here. And you can't heal what you don't reveal, so take your time with yourself, but don't be stagnant, because I feel like you already got a lot of like the lessons is what I'm trying to say, but you're afraid to follow your intuition and make moves, if that makes sense. Okay, Holy Spirit, let me clarify the frog. I'm trying to see where this luck is coming in, and then I'm going to read the miracle of nature. 4 of coins reverse. Yeah, your stability. You're going to feel stable again. 4s are all about stability. Pentacles is like in the earthly realm. So if you guys have been feeling financially stuck, I see assistance coming, or you guys finally getting just stability. Two of Swords. Okay, we're gonna stop. That spirit saying trust your intuition. Just know that you're being divinely led. You're lucky. And honestly, I feel like spirit wants to surprise you. Surprise you. Just know a blessing is coming. All you have to do is make room, is what I'm hearing. But expect to be happy. Miracle of Nature. Oh, this is the wrong deck. I will read Self-Esteem. Oh my gosh, I need to take a nap. I've been reading all day. Whew. It is easy to perceive others as being better than you. This is a trap of the ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul, and just like snowflakes, no two are alike. You have a unique perspective to share with the world, and you have come back this time to put your stamp on it. Period. Sorry, I'm just like, ooh, embody you. Perhaps you are not aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? It's not always easy to write about yourself, but sometimes you need to be reminded how special you are. Remember, you didn't come down to the schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and a reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now is the time to celebrate you. That's what I was saying. Like, get excited. Celebrate you. You are the shit. Period. I'm sorry. Like, you are. And it's okay to feel that way. You probably also felt like you couldn't shine your light as a kid. You could have had a narcissistic parent or a parent who competed with you in a weird sense. Made you feel like it was unsafe to play, to come out, just play. But it's safe now. Let me go to the Miracle of Nature. $62. Thank you, angels, for helping me reconnect through nature and fresh air. The angels are encouraging you to take yourself outside and connect with the miracle of nature. I love that it's a miracle. A miracle is a shift in perception, and the angels can see there are many thoughts in your head that are making you feel confused and even unsure as to what you're supposed to be doing. Take some time to go outside and connect with Mother Nature. Breathe fresh air into your lungs and disconnect from whatever's happening in your home, relationships, or work. As you walk and connect with nature, you will open yourself up to the divine guidance of heaven and earth. Wow. You may feel locked in or may have been spending far too much time indoors. Go outdoors, walk, speak to your angels, enjoy the beauty of plants. Really, all I'm hearing is smell the roses. Be present and smell the roses. All right. Now I am going to channel from this book. The readings have been amazing. The messages always hit. Okay, so let's just see what page Holy Spirit let us, my power force, need to see. Wow. Here we go. Learning to accept the good and bad. You guys can take a picture of this page. I'm only going to read. This is so trippy. You saw how I shuffled this. The reason why I paused is because another pile got the same exact page. Can't make it up. When you are committed to reality, to both the good and the bad, you will begin to see negative feelings as a part of life. If you fear them less, you can process them as they arise and avoid all the problems listed in the previous chapter. Most problems with negative feelings come from a fear about them. Fear. They really are not as bad as you fear that they are. Negative feelings will not kill you, but avoiding them may. I'm not suggesting you turn into a pessimist. Be a realist. Everyone you know, including yourself, has good and bad, light and dark. That's what the Onyx is about. Strengths and weaknesses. Therefore, expect to see them in action. When faults come, embrace them and love them so that you can overcome your splitting of good and bad, and as well as feel closer to others. Expect faults from creation because the world is not ideal, is real, not ideal. Everything can eventually break down. Every holiday you plan can potentially get rained out. Every plant you grow will have some dead leaves. Expect things to go wrong and you will not be surprised. You will be able to value the less than ideal car. That's interesting, I said lesson. House and city that you live in. It may not be ideal, but it's probably good enough. Wow, I want to get another message, but it's kind of interesting how you got the same exact one. It's a different pile. When we fail to bond. Here we go. People will disapprove of me. Some people feel that others will disapprove of their needs. That's exactly what this wound is, and your inner child is saying there are people that love you and that will not judge you. You are not your wounds. It is okay to seek help. People will come to your aid. I really feel like you were emotionally neglected as a child. I do. As the result, the real self cannot bond with another, for it fears judgment. It must stay in hiding outside of the relationship. Isolated people often hide their most needy parts. Their needs have been resented in the past. They feel like no one could ever accept them now. This keeps them isolated. Remember the earlier example? Okay, we didn't read that. If he hadn't even entertained the notion that others might like to nurture him. What did I just say? To him, it was a nutty idea. Others feel that parts of them are not desirable enough to bond with. It may be their angry parts, their sad parts, their sexual parts. It's all different for different people. People will control me. Many isolated people have been impinged upon and controlled in relationship. Therefore, they learn that loneliness is the only place where they can have freedom. They do not believe in freedom within a relationship because they never experienced it. Their choices were never honored within relationships, so they gave up bonding in favor of freedom. People are faking their care. Individuals who grew up in a home with quote-unquote duty-bound parents who feel obligated to quote-unquote love them come to see others as insincere in their love because that has been their experience. They begin to doubt everyone. Our view of God. He doesn't really love me. Wow. Rarely do isolated people feel as if God loves them. People who feel unloved in their human relationships feel unloved by God, since one of the ways God loves us is through his body of believers. Those who are cut off from that body can't feel his love. Isolated people usually do not have a lot of warm, loving experiences of any kind to draw on. We are all children of the most divine. We are all made in God's image. The universe is in us. And it's you connecting with people who have that knowledge that will bring it out in you. It's like you know it, but you don't believe it. I just broke the deck and I saw the Hierophant. You are very, very skilled. You can teach people. You can lead. Don't be afraid. Okay. These cards flipped over. I'm going to take them. Page of Wands reversed, the Hierophant. Yeah, and I also feel like there's a business in you or like a book. There's something that wants to come out of you, and once you put some order behind it, you're going to be an authority in some field. Wow. So let's round out this reading with a advice oracle from Louise Hay. And then I actually want to pull a fairy message too, because your inner child wants you to like get excited. Okay, something about sexuality. I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. Wow. So it could also be that some of you guys are coming to terms with your sexuality. You could be LGBTQ+. You could have repressed this or your family didn't accept it. But God accepts you because he made you. You're perfect just as you are. Last one. I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. How beautiful! Your inner child lets you know it's okay, and there's so much greens here. So open up your heart to be loved, and don't go against your own nature is also what I'm hearing. It's safe to follow your intuition also. Let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly controls your desires. Wow. That is all that I have for you. I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your inner child is so happy to be seen, and I really hope you know that you are valuable.